On 18th December, the world pauses to reflect on the lives, struggles, and hopes of millions of migrants as it marks the International Migrants Day 2025. We live in a time of unprecedented human mobility. Since 1990, the number of international migrants has nearly doubled, rising from around 154 million to 304 million in 2024. Today, migrants represent 3.7% of the global population, and 48% of them are women. These are not faceless figures. They are our neighbors, our co-workers, our caregivers, our students, our teachers, our innovators, individuals who hold societies together and carry with them stories of courage and determination. Yet alongside this movement of hope, the world also faces a movement of hardship. According to UNHCR, by the end of 2024, there were 43.7 million refugees, including 6 million Palestine refugees under UNRWA's mandate and around 8 million asylum-seekers. Climate shocks, conflict, political instability, and economic distress have pushed record numbers of people from their homes. And the human cost of unsafe migration is, honestly, devastating. Since 2014, nearly 70,000 migrants have died or gone missing while crossing seas, deserts, and borders. And we know this number is an undercount. Behind each statistic is a dream cut short. A parent, a child, a sibling, a friend. A life that deserved safety and dignity. This crisis is not just tragic, it is preventable. The Global Compact for Safe, Orderly, and Regular Migration, adopted on 19th December 2018, offers a blueprint for action, practical, cooperative, and rooted in human rights. But a blueprint is only meaningful when it becomes reality. Migration cannot be managed by slogans or silence. It must be shaped by policy, compassion, and international cooperation. We must scale up humanitarian assistance to migrants in distress. We must strengthen support for missing migrants by preventing deaths wherever possible, improving search and identification systems, supporting families who are left behind, and fighting the impunity of traffickers and smugglers. We must collect better data on migrant deaths and disappearances, and share migration forecasting data so that humanitarian responses can reach people before crises escalate. But why is this effort so critical? Because when migration is planned, safe, and regular, it becomes one of the world's strongest engines of development. Migrants fill essential labor gaps. They drive innovation and entrepreneurship. They generate remittances that sustain families and strengthen local and national economies. They enrich societies with culture, knowledge, and new perspectives. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development calls for orderly, safe, regular, and responsible migration, as migration is central to development. But still, millions of migrants face exploitations like dangerous working conditions, unpaid, or even stolen wages, barriers to healthcare and education, discrimination and xenophobia, and immense mental health stress. These challenges are often invisible, but they're deeply impactful. The trauma of displacement, the uncertainty of legal status, the isolation of having to rebuild life in a new land, these pressures are real and honestly very heavy. This is why organizations like UNESCO BMW are stepping in. They offer counseling, community integration programs, educational workshops, and safe spaces where migrants can access support and rebuild social connections. Their work bridges technology, peace, and social justice, and it really represents the kind of humane, multi-sectoral approach the world urgently needs. Effective migration governance is not just one policy, it's a whole system. It includes regular pathways for study, work, and family reunification. It includes robust labor protections, anti-trafficking mechanisms, and safe shelters. It includes coordinated search and rescue missions at sea and land borders. It includes fair identification and dignified repatriation processes. And above all, it requires cooperation between countries of origin, transit, and destination, and between governments, civil society, international organizations, and migrants themselves. But we must also face a difficult truth. The last year recorded the highest migrant death toll ever. This means our systems, globally, are failing the most vulnerable. Restrictive policies do not stop migration. They simply make journeys more dangerous. If we want safety, if we want order, if we want development, then we must build pathways that make those outcomes possible. So as we approach International Migrants Day, what do we ask of governments, institutions, and communities? First, to prioritize humanity above politics. When people are in danger, our first response must be rescue, protection, and medical care. Second, to invest in regular migration pathways. Legal routes reduce exploitation and allow migrants to contribute fully to society. Third, to improve data, coordination, and forecasting. Count the missing. Track the patterns. Use evidence to prevent tragedy. Fourth, to protect rights, enforce labor laws, ensure access to health care and education, create systems where migrants can seek justice without fear, and finally, to foster inclusion. Migrants are not others. They are part of the social fabric. Their contributions must be honored, and their dignity upheld. As the world prepares to mark 18th December, let us look beyond the numbers and see the people they represent. Let us act not out of charity, but out of fairness. Not out of pity, but out of shared humanity. The Global Compact, the Sustainable Development Goals, the Secretary General's call to action, and the dedicated work of organizations like IOM and UNESCO BMW show us the path forward. It is now our collective duty to walk that path with courage and clarity. To migrants across the world, your strength inspires us, your resilience teaches us, your dreams enrich us, and to leaders and communities everywhere, the future of migration, safe, orderly, and humane, depends on the choices we make today. Let us choose dignity. Let us choose protection. Let us choose solidarity. Thank you so much.